This is Rethik, your biology subject matter expert from Mumbai. So today we will be discussing the FLT 6 botany section. So yeah, without delaying, let us move on to the topic, move on to the questions and discussion. Okay. So given below are two statements. Assertion that thorn and tendrils of bougainvillea and cucurbita represents homology. And the reason is the thorns and tendrils are modification of root. So what would be the correct option? So option A, that is the thorns and tendrils of the bougainvillea and cucurbita represents the homology is actually correct. But the reason for it is actually wrong. So that is what we can guess. So the correct option will be true because thorns and tendrils are what? They are not the modification of roots, rather they are modification of stems. So now moving on to the next question that is 92, which has special characteristic features in which the males do not have father and thus cannot have sons, but have a grandfather and can have grandsons. Is it confusing here? See, we will understand. When coming to the females, they are what? Diploid. Females, right? Correct. So females, they are diploid in nature, having 32 chromosomes. And whereas the male, they are haploid, correct? That is, having how much? 16 chromosomes. So based on this, they are actually called as haplodiploid sex determination system. Clear with that now? So, and has a special characteristic feature, such as male, they normally produce the sperm by mitosis process. They do not, okay. So as a result, what happens? They do not have father and thus cannot have son, but have a grandfather and can have a grandson. So what would be the correct answer here? That is option 2. Haploid diploid sex determination system. So here male do not have father and thus can not have son, but have a grandfather and can have grandson. It is just like an haplodiploid sex determination system. So what is the correct ratio of ATP utilized or utilization instead of the Kelvin cycle? Yes, what it could be, the reduction, regeneration will be in the ratio 2 is to 1. How? Okay. So if you do remember the Kelvin cycle, reduction regeneration will always be how much? 6 ATP and 3 ATP, right? So if they're reducing, so what it is? Reduction and regeneration. So in what ratio now it is? According to it, 6, 3. Ratio is like 2 is to 1, right? So it is reduction, regeneration, 2 is to 1. Next, 94th question. Radioactive thymidine is used in experiment. So do you remember it is actually in the genetics and evolution by principles of inheritance? Correct. So it is a very easy question, direct question. So radioactive thymidine is used in whose experiment? Which experiment? It was used by Taylor experiment, right? So they performed an experiment on where they have used the radioactive thymidine to prove that the DNA in chromosome replicates semi uh, conservative. That means if one DNA. if there are double-stranded DNA, correct? So it is semi-conservative. One of the parental strand DNA will be there, and another strand will be newly synthesized strand. So one, that means out of these two DNA, one will be conserved and it is parent, and another complement to that, a new strands will form. So it is semi-conservative. Coming to the 95th question, students, that is number of amino acid in the polypeptide chain is 150 and the number of mRNA bases required is what? So that is the question. So what it would be? So it is very simple. 450. How? See, one of the hint that I can give you right now is each amino acid is coded by how many is actually coded by what? They are actually coded by amino acids coded by codons, correct? So these codons consist three mRNA bases. So any one in three stop codon is also used to make what? Polypeptide chain. Hence, so it will be like 150 into 3. As a result, it will be like how much codons now? 450 codon is required. So moving to the next question here, that is 96th question. So what does 96th question says here? Experimental verification of, sorry, okay, this is 97. Which one of the following is incorrect match? 96 time discussing. So pollen grain variability 30 minutes in rosaceae and many ovule in mango, ovary is mango. Then placenta, androecium, all of the above are incorrect. Yes. So the correct option is all of the above are incorrect because pollen grain variability, can you see that as months, right, in rosaceae. Then many oval in ovary. No, it has mango as only one ovule in ovary. So coming to the placenta, it is not in the androecium. It is actually seen in gymnosium, gynoecium. Correct? So all the three options are wrong, incorrect. 97th question. Coming to that, it is experimental verification. Now can you see it is T.H. Morgan. Correct. So 98 question is like fill in the blanks. Presently dash percent of bird species, dash percent of mammalian species, and dash percent of all amphibian species, dash percent of all gymnosperm species in the world face a threat of extinction. So it is from ecology, this is the topic will be in biodiversity and conservation. Okay, so that is from that. So can you just see what would be the answer? It is a direct question. So option two, that is 12%, then 23%, then 32%, and 31%. So next 99th question we will be talking about here. So if the bee color pattern changes even slightly for any reason during evolution, then what is the effect on the orchid offerings? So that is the question. See, if the female bee color pattern changes even slightly for any reason, okay, during the evolution, then as a result, one petal of the orchid flower are also changed to maintain that resemblance. So it is an example of what? So this will be actually an example of, have you heard about the coevolution? Correct. So it is an example of coevolution. So 99 question, option 4. So none of the above given options resemble it. Coming to the 100, question number 100. So how many matchings are correct with the reference to biodiversity? So India, more than 1,200 species of bird. Correct? Because, yeah, that is one. Coming to the Amazon rainforest, it is 1,300 species of bird is also correct. Next, Colombia, 1,400 species of bird, and the G, that is the Greenland, 56 species of bird. So option will be first one. Okay. So this is again from the ecology, biodiversity and conservation part. Next one, not one question is about which animal recent extinct in Africa. So can you remember which animal got extinct? So quagga, right? So that was the animal which got extinct very easy. So one or two questions is that which of the following is considered as population? So all the above are actually considered as what? Population. Next one, not three question. So one or three question actually says about which of the following type of histone protein are present in histone octamer. So you remember histone octamer structure. So yeah, I'll just do you remember the structure. So this is called DNA and this is H1 histone, correct? And this is histone octamer. And what is this? This is actually the core of this horn molecule. So what would be the correct option now? Option 4. So this horn octamer that you are seeing, it actually contains H2A, then H2B, H3, and also H4. Next one on 4. How many matchings are correct? Okay. So how many matchings are correct here? Citric acid, fungus, yeast, alcohol, cyclosporin A, that is trichoderma. Is it correct? Yes, that is fungi, right? Then statins, which is not, which is again actually correct. So now, according to that one of four, I can say that is the first. All the four are correct. Coming to the 105 question, that is the fragmentation, leaching, catabolism, emulsification, mineralization are important steps in the process of what? It is important step process in the decomposition. 106 biofertilizers are they are bacteria, they are fungi, and cyanobacteria. So all the above. 107 false fruits are what? So fall fruits are apple, strawberry, cashew nut. So all the above is true. So 108 question is unisexual flowers are present in. So unisexual flowers are actually present in castor, then they're also present in maize, then they're also present in papaya. So all of the above is correct. Coming to the 109 question, I hope it's not going very fast, right? Because I know it's already FLT 6. That's why I'm going little bit speed, thinking that you know the basic concepts and whatever it is direct question, that only I'm going very speed. And whatever, wherever the explanation is needed, I'm holding there and trying to explain you in default. Okay, fine. So which of the following is incorrect statement? Yeah. So a given species may occupy more than one trophic level in the same ecosystem. A given species always occupy only one tropical level in the same ecosystem. Then a given species uh, may not occupy more than one tropical level in the same ecosystem above both 2 and 3. So yeah. So one must remember that the tropical level represents a functional level, correct? Not a species as such. So a given species may occupy more than one tropical level in the same ecosystem at the same time. For example, a sparrow in the primary consumer where it actually eats what? Seeds, then it eats fruits, it eats peas, and also secondary consumer when they actually eat what? Insects and worms. So it will be like both second and third is correct. Now, so 110. Alpha thalassemia is controlled by two closely linked genes. These genes are called what? So they are actually called as HPAI and HPA2 genes. There's again a direct question, genetics and evolution, principle of inheritance and variation. So which is sex-linked recessive disease here? Hemophilia, right? It's sex-linked recessive disease. So 112, which of the following statement correct for silent futures of double helix structure of BDNA? Okay. It is made up of two polynucleotide chains. Backbone is made by sugar and phosphate and base project inside. Two chains have anti-parallel polarity. 10 base pairs are presented each turn. So what would be the correct answer here? So all of them are actually correct answer. Remember the structure here. It is made up of two polynucleotide chain where the backbone is constructed by the sugar phosphate and the base project inside, and the two chain has what is it? Anti-parallel polarity, right? So 5-3 and 3-5 transit goes. Okay. So 130, which of the following is the correct statement? So ploidy of anticodal cells is haploid. Ploidy of perispermal and nucleus are diploid. Ova is the fleshy fruit, all the above. So you have to say this because this is a clean and direct question. So yes, all of them are correct. So 140 is statement based. The statement one is cystone is common for both DNA and RNA. Statement two is thymine is present only in RNA. So out of this, what would be the correct option now? Let us statement one is correct, but statement two is incorrect because the like thymine is present only in RNA is wrong. Rather, it is present in DNA. So statement two is correct. So coming to this 115, again statement one says that uh, yeah, you know, DNA is basic substance present in the nucleus was first identified by Friedrich Michel, and the statement 2 is like in RNA, where nucleotide residue has an additional OH group present at two position in the ribosome. So statement 1, that is DNA is a basic or no. They are always remember they are acidic substances present in the nucleus and was first discovered by him. Statement 2, in RNA, every nucleotide residue has an additional OH group present in the second position. The ribosome is correct. So according to that, statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. Clear till 150. Moving on to the moving on to the 116 question. The statement 1 says that the ecology is basically concerned with three levels of biological organization, organism, population, and communities. And statement 2 says that on this planet Earth, life only exists in a few favorable habits, not an extreme harsh habitat. So what might be the correct option according to this? So whether statement 1 is correct or statement 2 is correct. That is what we need to know. So statement 1 is correct because in ecology is basically concerned with the uh, like both statement 1 and statement 2. When I'm talking, so we need to understand here that we're talking about the ecology. It is basically concerned about not the three level of biological organisms, rather than it is of four level of biological organization. So one is organism is correct, then the population, then the communities is correct, and the another one will be the biomass, biome or biomes. And statement two, on this planet Earth, life only exists in few favorable habitats. No, life do not exist here. On the whole planet Earth, life not only exists in a few favorable habitats, but also you will see some of the bacteria, some of the viruses, even in the harsh environmental conditions. So statement 2 is also wrong. So what might be the correct option here? So the correct option will be the first. Next, 117. Statement 1. The pyramid of biomass LC is generally upright. Statement 2 says that the Spirophytes are saprophytes are not given any place in ecological pyramid. Is it true? See, the second statement is actually true because the saprophytes are not given any place in the ecological pyramid. But statement one is incorrect because the pyramid of biomass in C is actually generally what? They're always inverted. So not upverted, rather they're inverted. So the third option. Next is 118, which is statement one. The biologists are sure about how many prokaryotic species are there might be. Then the statement two, India, one of the 12th mega biodiversity countries of the world, is correct. So the statement two is correct, and the statement one, right, it is actually incorrect because biologists are not sure how many prokaryotic species there might be present. You remember the psychology chapter, so that is what they have given. So third option is correct. 190 question says that which of the following required or for chemiosmosis? So the membrane, yes, then the proton pump is required and the proton gradient and ATP synthesis. All these three requires the chemiosmosis. So this is actually from plant physiology, that is photosynthesis in higher plant. So all of the above is correct, right? So we will move on to the next topic. So that is 120 question, which is like a diagram based question. Select the correct option for the given diagram. So this is diagram which is actually related to axiom discovery. Okay. So second option is correct. Next 121. Coming to 121 here. So what is the correct one? Which one of the following statements are correct regarding the reaction center? So, reaction center on the single chlorophyll A molecule or the reaction center and the and both photosynthesis or reaction center is formed by accessory pigments. So out of this, we need to understand a single chlorophyll. In a single chlorophyll, a molecule forms the reaction center in the photosynthesis, right? And the reaction center is actually what it is different in both the photosystems. So, like if we take the photosystem one, the reaction center chlorophyll has absorbed peak of around 700 nanometer, while right. So while in the that is what you did, photosynthesis, right? And if you see the photosystem two, it has an absorbing, which is maximum absorption maximum at 680 nanometer. So which is like P68, correct? So in general, if you are taking, so previous one, you will actually see uh, this much, and in the previous two, you will actually see this much. So now coming to it, so both 1 and 2 is correct. Next is 122. Coming to 122, the correct scientific name of lion is very simple question. It is the correct scientific name of the lion is what? So Panthera leo. 123, that is the Bulliform cells are what? So bulliform cells are, yes, they are large, they are empty, and they are colorless. So option 4. So it is a diagram based. That is so what it is. What is this diagram? So it is actually the given diagram is the TS of uh, monocot stem. Next is 125. So 125 is bivalent or tetrad are initial formed in which phase of the meiosis? So zygote and stage, right? Bivalent. Next, it is again a direct question. Which is the role or what is the role of pili in the bacteria? So you know transformation of what? Genetic material. So if this is a bacteria, you know there will be a small pili. So from here only that genetic material will be transformed. So which of the following statements are correct to the reference? Okay. So to this referred figure. So you have a figure here. So now you have to say what it sees. So the given diagram shows simple way, right? Inflorescence, you are not seeing an inflorescence characteristic or a leaf you are not seeing, right? So it is a simple leaf tag. Next is 128. Which of the following statement is correct referring to the given diagram? So it is actually an algae hair cell wall made up of what? Yes. So 129 question. Coming to its 129 question, the given diagram is what? It is actually slim nodes, right? It is a type of what? They're actually a type of the protista, correct? And another thing is, it is a type of heterotrophic organism. So heterotrophic organisms, this thing. So therefore, this is also correct. So option 4 is correct. All are correct. So all the above is correct. So 130 says that you have to know what exactly it is. So this is actually what is in the given diagram cover the penicillin antibiotic are related with which organism. So this is what okay, right? And the B is actually called bacillus or bacilli, and this is what spirella, and that comma shape that is vibrio. So now what would be the correct option here? So the option one, A and B, right? Okay. Next one, 31. So 131 says that at which stage of the glycolysis does dehydration occurs? So that is the question. Dehydration actually occurs when the phosphoglycerate is converted into PAP. So what would be the correct option? Option 1. So ovary are absent in which plant? Ovary are actually absent in gymnosperm. So here that is what is gymnosperms and out of these three options? Cycas is actually the gymnosperm. So option 1. Then 133, my dear students, which the plant occur in the Solanaceae family. So Solanaceae family occur plant is yes. One is out of this four option we need to know which made it is again a direct question. Datura and Pichini. So these four they actually occurs in they comes under the Solanaceae family. So therefore option fourth is correct. So next is 134, that is the third one. How many matchings are incorrect? So algae is incorrect, correct? Because algae, it is actually, it is for failure. Then the liver work, again, this is incorrect. It belongs to Agenta. Then Moses, again, it is incorrect. So then pteridiophytes, it is again incorrect. So it is belongs to, yes. And the gymnosperms, again, it is incorrect because it belongs to. So based on that, all the five is incorrect. So this is the fact option. So 153 is which one of the following statements are incorrect. So one of the gymnosperm sequence is one of the tallest species of the radiophytes, uh, Sequoia. Then the mycorrhiza are association of the amensalism. Then coralloid roots of cycas are symbiotic association. So both 1 and 2 are incorrect. So 135, both the 1 and 2 are actually incorrect because one of the gymnosperm, the giant redwood tree, that is Sequoia, right? It actually belongs to gymnosperms. So which of the following statement is incorrect? So this is incorrect. Then the next one, the second. So the roots are what generally tap root. Root is some genus having fungus association in the form of what? Mycorrhiza. It is spinous. So while in some others, like cycas and all, small specialized roots, they are called as cor coralloid, roots are associated with the nitrogen-fixing bacteria, cyanobacteria. So mycorrhiza are actually what? Symbiotic association. So in the mycorrhiza, their amensalism is wrong. So the second statement is also wrong. So coralloid roots of cycas symbiotic association is correct. So option 4 is the correct option because 1 and 2 are incorrect. So this is all about the botany topic. And in another video, you will also get the geology topic, which has been discussed. So till now, I hope I have discussed in depth and still it's like Kalpit said, make sure that the concepts are really very strong. Revise, keep revising, keep reading, revise, and practice. So that is the key for success. And let me know if you are feeling any difficulties or trouble. Thank you.